He's a miracle working God. His name is Yahweh. He's a miracle working God. His name is Yahweh. My God is a wonder. He's a wonder. And he's a miracle working God. His name is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. And he's a miracle working God. His name is Yahweh. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, I just wanted to tell you guys about my miracle working God. Yet another miracle that he performed right in front of my face. And I think at that time, I want to say he was kind of introducing himself, letting me know who he really is, and showing me miracles, signs, and wonders so that I would never forget. Never ever forget. So, I'm going to tell you what happened. And this highlighter is significant. So, I'm going to tell you what happened. So, I was at work, and my supervisor said to me, she said, don't you want to take the sergeant's exam? Have you considered it? And I said, well, I seen, it on the bulletin board, but I wasn't really gonna take it this time. I really, got some projects going on at home, and some things going on in my family, and I didn't really want to dedicate the time to really, crack the books and study all that hard into, that, you know, I don't really have to. It's not really. She said, "Well, I want you to take it." She said because you're a good officer, you're experienced, you got, time under your belt. And she said, and we have positions open and room for you to excel, advance, promotion. So I said, okay, I think about it. But really, after I saw those books, like the books was like this. You had to study like two or three of them. I was like, I think about it. Cause first of all, I didn't even want to be lugging those books around. And some people be studying at work. They be studying, trying to get it in wherever they can. Cause you still got to work. They're not just gonna give you time off just to study. No, you got to still, multitask. You got to still lead your daily life, your daily schedule, and get that study time in. But anyway, yeah. So as the time grew closer and closer, I had been contemplating. I was on the fence, and I'm somewhat of a procrastinator. I'll be honest. And at the close to the last minute, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna study for it. So I got the books and lugged them home, and I started studying. But that was like 2 weeks prior to the test. Almost maybe 2 weeks that I got serious. I studied for maybe about 2 weeks. Well, the first week it was sort of touch and go. I didn't really go in depth studying. I was just skimming through and whatever, whatever. I was like, I know this stuff. Some of this stuff I already know. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the parts I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I really got really in detail the last week. And I was saying to myself, so I really had to find out, how do I study? What's the best method to study? Do I need to use flashcards? Am I going to write this stuff down? How am I going to remember stuff? But anyway, after I figured out the best strategy for me to, uh, how can you say, grab hold to the information and retain it in my mind, because different people learn different ways. But whatever method I used at the time, it was a good formula, so it works for me. So what I did was the night before the test, maybe the last couple of nights, I was off. And I bumped it up. I bumped my study time up. I remember being spread out on the living room floor, you guys. And I had my books, you guys. And I had like notebooks, you guys, and pens and highlighters. And I was just down there and I was saying, Lord, you're going to have to help me with this. I remember talking out loud to the Lord. And I was just saying, Lord, you're going to have to help me with this, because listen, I done my part. I studied as much as I can study and I know as much as I know. Okay, so the next day was the test, but granted, I had stayed up all that night, so took my shower, my clothes were already ready, crisp, my uniform was sharp and ready, and I always like to keep my boots polished so I can, look nice and presentable. So I was ready. And my issue has always been time, being on time and stuff like that. So I knew I had to leave early because we were going to another unit that was in another city, maybe 2 or 3 cities over, and we didn't have a idea about how the traffic, and some of these roads were like one lane roads. So we didn't really have an idea how the traffic was gonna be, so I left early. Plus, sometimes, you might not feel hungry when you leave home, but then by the time you get where you at, you might feel hungry. So what I did was checking the time, making sure I have enough time. So I had arrived early. McDonald's was open. I spotted a McDonald's near the site where we were supposed to go take the test at. I stopped, got me a hash brown and a coffee. And I decided. Oh, and I did get a chicken biscuit, but I couldn't eat it. I started feeling nauseous and I gave it to one of my colleagues. Okay. When I arrived there. Okay, so as we went in, you can't take nothing in there with you. You gotta hang your jacket on the outside. It's a thing outside where you hang everything. You can't take no cell phone. You can't take nothing, not even keys, nothing. So anyway, and it's timed. And if you don't enter into the building on time, they lock the door and you won't be able to come in and take tests. Anyway, so we go in, they give the instructions and all that. The instructor instructs us and tells us it's timed, however long it had. I can't remember. And she was telling us the format of the test, which was ABCD answers. So I was okay. I was calm, cool, collected. I felt pretty confident that I had studied, pretty well. You know, I might make a BLC. I felt pretty confident, But anyway, so I was ready to give it my best go. So I went ahead and I studied. I went ahead and started reading through the answers and taking the test. Some of the people had already gotten up, finished the test before me. Because I like to take my time and read stuff. I don't like to rush through and read and still don't have no understanding. I like to take my time and read stuff so I can get the full understanding of stuff. So anyway, I was doing that and I noticed that it was like maybe about 5 questions that I didn't answer because I really wasn't sure about them. I was on the fence about them. But I was saying to myself, well, I said, Lord, I answered all the ones that I know. I said, but I need your help on these other ones because I have no idea. And guess what happened, y'all? So I turned back to the page and I said, I'm gonna read back over it. So I started reading over it. And I looked again and the doggone answer was highlighted, y'all. Like a highlighter, like it was in this color, like a yellow, like it was highlighted like yellow, like it stood out to me, like that was the answer. So of course, me, I shaded it in. I was like, this is the answer. So then I got to the next question. I'm going through. It was highlighted, y'all. Y'all, all 5 of them was highlighted. I'm telling you. So I didn't think no more about it after that, but I was just like amazed. But I didn't have nobody to tell what had happened because we all got finished at different times, and after you get finished, you can leave. So I didn't, and my other friend, she was still taking the test. She was still in there when I had finished. So anyway, so I didn't have nobody to tell about my miracle what God had did. But wasn't for sure if my answers were correct that he gave me the answers to. I didn't know yet, but I didn't think no more about it. But when I went back to work, they notified me that I had passed the exam. And they said, They said usually people do not pass the exam on the first try. It was like you did an excellent job and you passed the exam. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my God and the miracles that he is capable of, and much, much more beyond. But that just scratches the surface. He was just letting me know that, yes, he does do miracles and he is a wonder. He does signs, miracles, and wonders. That's what he did, walking around the earth, healing people, performing miracles. You remember the story? I mean, come on. So yeah, he was just letting me know, yeah, that that's some of the things that he's capable of, and I never will forget it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks. Bye.